Sports broadcast. The Lions Pride Sports broadcast is sponsored by. Let Bryan Enterprises Family Entertainment be your one-stop shop for your party entertainment needs. If you're in need of balloon twisters, face painters, or bounce houses, just give them a call at 512-846-3334. If you're looking to rent a mascot costume or to hire a children's performer to appear as a superhero, princess, or one of their 85 other merry mascots, reach out to them. Bryan Enterprises Family Entertainment has been entertaining families in Caldwell County for 2 decades. Bozo the Hozo, the Christian Clown, the first entertainer for the company, has entertained thousands at the Lockhart Chisholm Trail Roundup Parade over the years. Family entertainment and family engagement are 2 phrases that are a part of Bryan Enterprises' core values. Whether it's motivational speaking at school assemblies, or writing children's books, or training personnel to engage fathers in the community, children and families are always at the heart of this organization. To find out more about Bryan Enterprises, feel free to check them out on social media or visit their website at bryant-enterprises.com. Changing Faces Barbershop has been serving the Lockhart and surrounding communities since 2009. Head barber and owner Lex Jennings and staff pride themselves on being a hip urban barbershop. For shaves, not only do we hit you with our Precessional Andis trimmers, we offer a close shave and edge up with a straight razor. If you're really wanting to be pampered, let us give you one of our famous hot towel shaves. For cuts, Changing Face barbers are all top of their class and are able to pull off any style, whether it's a mohawk, classic cut, fade, taper, or design. We pride ourselves on our talent, our drive, and want to give our clients the best experience available. For all styles, from the newest trends to old school cuts, our barbers here at Changing Faces have the skills to transform your look and feel. With over 10 years of combined experience, our barbers are on the cutting edge of the barber world. Come by one of our 2 locations, 2000 West San Antonio Street in Lockhart, Texas, and 900 Bug Lane, Suite 115 in San Marcos, Texas. Or go to our website at cfbarbershop.com. When confronted with an auto accident, life can't come to a screeching halt. That's why Chios Paint and Body is devoted to making the repair process as smooth as possible with their state-of-the-art technology, frequent status updates, and a 24/7 customer service center to help you every step of the way. With our state-of-the-art body shop and paint facility, repairing your car is a breeze. We are fully equipped with a powerful frame-straightening bay, expansive body shop, and our semi-down downdraft paint booth. Our automotive repair services include everything from oil changes, brake repair replacement, and suspension work to sophisticated mechanical repairs. Whatever your needs, we can offer premium service, affordable cost, and great customer service. These are just some of the differences that make Chios Paint and Body the best choice for your car's recovery and automotive repair. Hazelet Drilling Incorporated are proud supporters of the community by sponsoring Youth League programs, T-Ball Express, Boys Junior League, Boys Coach Pitch, and Girls Coach Pitch teams. Established in 1978 by George Hazelet, Hazelet Drilling Incorporated was formed to provide quality water drilling service to farms and surrounding ranches. As the company grew, so did the spectrum of services to meet the growing needs of dedicated customers. Today, Hazelet Drilling is the leading water well, oil, and gas drilling company, known for quality work and one-on-one customer service. Hazelet Drilling and Supply is located at 915 Old McMahon Road in Lockhart, Texas, 512-398-6682. If you're in need of mechanical care, take your vehicle to Car Care Automotive, located at 1313 North Colorado Street in Lockhart, Texas. Owner and head mechanic Alex Juarez will give your vehicle the care it needs to get back on the road. Alex has over 30 years of mechanic work and is ASE certified. Whether your vehicle is gas or diesel, bring it to Car Care Automotive or call 512-668-4555 to schedule a visit. Mention that you heard this ad on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast and get a free oil change with your automotive repair. If you're ready to lose weight fast, reach out to the Tim Torres Fitness Facebook page and chat with Tim. Tim has helped thousands of people all over the world in person and online through his mobile app and custom meal plans. So contact Tim Torres via Facebook and start losing weight today. Just look for Tim Torres Fitness on Facebook. Do you suffer with headaches, back pain, or neck pain? Chisholm Trail Clinic of Chiropractic's mission is to provide hope, healing, and health to the people of Lockhart and the surrounding area through natural chiropractic care. Dr. Peterson has been voted Best Chiropractor for the last 9 years. Call Chisholm Trail Clinic of Chiropractic to begin your path to hope, healing, and health. You can find Chisholm Trail Clinic of Chiropractic at 731 South Colorado Street in Lockhart, Texas. Or you can call for an appointment at 512-668-4163. And now, live from the Lions Pride broadcast booth, the original voice of Lockhart Lion Sports, Emilio the Sarge Juarez.
All right, and welcome for today's Lockhart Junior Varsity Baseball action here live from Lockhart, Texas. It's an 11 o'clock a.m. start between the Lockhart Lions and the visiting Crockett Cougars for their second game of the year against each other. Of course, Lockhart traveled to Crockett earlier during the week on Thursday night and defeated the Cougars 19-2 on an impressive pitcher performance between Christian Mendez and Alexander Juarez, which was highlighted with an in-the-park grand slam in the top half of the second inning from Zephyrin Hymas, as all three of them, Alex Juarez, Christian Mendez, and Zephyrin Hymas, were named the Recon Athlete Players of the Game. And here we are for Game 2, their second game of district play for the Lockhart Lions junior varsity squad. And they looked very impressive Thursday night. We'll see how things are going to go for them tonight. We got their lineups coming up. And out on the field for the Lockhart Lions is going to be number 2, and batting in this order also is going to be number 2, Flores, and he'll be at second base. On the mound for the Lions is going to be number 6, Renteria, batting second. Batting third is going to be Hymas, number 18. He'll be at first base. Designated hitter batting in the number 4 slot, Holden Edelton, and he's going to be batting for Hernandez, who will be at shortstop. Batting fifth will be number 9, Lopez, and he'll be at third base. Extra hitter for the Lockhart Lions is going to be number 12, Tanner Castillo. Batting seventh and playing center field is going to be number 1, Alex Juarez. Batting eighth, number 14, and playing catcher, Jacob Mireles. Batting ninth, number 4, Jordan Nino. He'll be at right field. And batting 10th, number 7, will be Christian Mendez, and he'll be playing left field. And that's where the Lions are going to be set up today defensively and offensively when they come up to bat. As for the Crockett Cougars, leading things off for the Cougars is going to be number 12, Ethan McLaughlin, left fielder. Batting second is going to be Jacob. Batting second is going to be number 8, Jacob. At catcher, number 6, Brian Brines. He'll be the designated hitter or extra hitter. Batting fourth will be number 17, Cam. He'll be on the mound. Batting fifth, number 11, Micah Dow. He'll be at third base. Batting sixth will be number 7, Brian Cutter, the center fielder. Batting seventh will be number 20, Jacob Mendieta, the shortstop. Mendieta. Batting eighth, number 15, Brian Porter, will be the first baseman. Batting ninth, and number 9 will be Kai Villarreal, the right fielder. And batting 10th will be number 3, James Garcia, the second baseman. As we get ready for the first pitch, I want to welcome everybody to the Lions Pride Sports broadcast of Lockhart Lion Baseball here. Thank you for joining us. And I want to give a quick shout out to Recon Athlete, our main sponsor of Lions Pride Sports broadcast. And you can catch their 3 shows during the week, Monday through Friday at 7 p.m. You can catch the Paul Rodriguez show on his YouTube channel, and on Wednesday nights at 8 p.m. and on Saturday mornings at 10:30 a.m. You can catch the Chris Sanchez and the Kids show on Facebook. You can go to Recon Athlete Facebook page and get all their information, or you can go to the Lions Pride Sports broadcast, and you can find all their info right there for their 3 great shows during the week. All right. Want to give another big shout out to Adam Renteria, Adam and Sons AC and Heating. They're going to be future sponsors of the Lions Prize Sports broadcast. I want to give him a big shout out as well as we get set for the first pitch of the game. Up to bat's going to be Ethan McLaughlin. First pitch from Renteria is going to be high and outside for ball one. And that 1-0 pitch is going to be called strike. And that 1-1 pitch is going to be a little bit too much inside. So count's going to be 2 balls and 1 strike. 2-1 pitch going to be high, and that'll make the count 3 balls, 1 strike to the leadoff batter, Ethan McLaughlin, the left fielder for the Crockett Cougars. And that one will be popped up in the infield. Third baseman's going to come up underneath it, camp underneath, and make the catch for out number 1. And that'll be Lopez, number 9. Getting the credit for the first out. And that'll bring up number 8, Jacob, the catcher for the Cougars. Batting in the number 2 slot today. And that's going to be a swing and a drive down the left side, and that will be just foul for a long strike 1. So a solid swing from Jacob. Unfortunately, that ball was probably about 6 inches foul. And he'll look at the 0-1 pitch for ball 1 low. And that's going to be driven down the left side. Gets past the third baseman. Left fielder is going to be right out there to make the stop. And that'll be a single for Jacob Reed. And that'll bring up number 6, Burns. With Jacob Reed at first. And that'll be strike 1 on the outside corner. Runner goes, and that's going to be a sharp grounder in between third and short. As once again, the left fielder for the Lions comes up with it. That'll be Christian Mendez out there. And 2 back-to-back singles, and the Crockett Cougars have 2 runners on the base pads. Jacob Reed at second, Brian at first, and that'll bring up number 17, Cam, up to the plate. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Swing and a miss for strike 2 as the ball gets past the catcher. Runners will advance on the pass ball. Cam's looking at a 2-strike count. 0-2 pitch on the way. That'll be outside. The ball's going to get past the catcher. And one run will score as Jacob Reed comes around. Number 6, Brian, will make his way to third base on the pass ball. And the Cougars lead 1-0 here in the top half of the first inning with one out. I want to give a shout out to our top fan, Connie Navarro. My madre says, "Go Lions." So I want to thank everybody for tuning in and watching today's contest between the Lockhart Lions and Crockett Cougars. As that one's driven out to right field. Nino's getting up underneath it, will make the catch. The runner will come home, and a wide throw, and the second Crockett run of the inning comes across the plate. But not before the Lockhart Lions collect on the second out of the inning. So stepping up to the plate for the Crockett Cougars now is number 11, Micah. And he sends that one to the shortstop, scooped up by Hernandez out to first base. Wide throw. And Micah will reach on an error. And that'll bring up Brian, number 7. Brian Cutter. And he looks at the first pitch for ball. So Dow is at first base on the reaching on an error. That one's going to be low in the dirt for ball 2. A 2-0 pitch going to be high and inside for ball 3. Swing and a miss. Ball's going to get in and out of the glove, and the runner's going to advance from first to second. And that'll be ball 4 on the outside. So the Crockett Cougars once again have 2 runners on the base pads. Micah Dow at second, Brian Cutter at first. Now batting number 20, Jacob Mendiera, the shortstop. And that'll be ball 2. Swinging off the end of the bat to the third baseman. Scoops it up down to first. And that'll do it. As Lopez comes up huge to get out number 3. But now before the Crockett Cougars are able to put 2 across the plate, and take the lead over the Lockhart Lions here in the top half. At the end of the top half of the first, Crockett Cougars 2, Lockhart Lions 0. And we're going to take a quick timeout, and we'll be right back with some more Lockhart Lion baseball here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
Changing faces since 2009. Head barber and owner Lex Jennings and staff pride themselves on being a hip urban barbershop. For shaves, not only do we hit you with our Precessional Andis trimmers, we offer a close shave and edge up with a straight razor. If you're really wanting to be pampered, let us give you one of our famous hot towel shaves. For cuts, Changing Face barbers are all top of their class and are able to pull off any style, whether it's a mohawk, classic cut, fade, taper, or design. We pride ourselves on our talent, our drive, and want to give our clients the best experience available. For all styles, from the newest trends to old school cuts, our barbers here at Changing Faces have the skills to transform your look and feel. With over 10 years of combined experience, our barbers are on the cutting edge of the barber world. Come by one of our 2 locations, 2000 West San Antonio Street in Lockhart, Texas, and 900 Bug Lane, Suite 115 in San Marcos, Texas. Or go to our website at cfbarbershop.com.
All right, we are right back here at Lions Field this beautiful Saturday morning as the junior varsity Lockhart Lions take on the Crockett Cougars here in the bottom half of the first inning. Lockhart Lions come up to bat for the first time today, trailing the Crockett Cougars 2-0. Stepping up to the plate for the first time, lead things off for the Lions is number 2, Louis Flores, number 4, or number 2, playing shortstop, excuse me. Swing and a miss on the first pitch for strike 1. One pitch on the way, and that's going to be a curveball in there for strike 2. On Thursday night, Louis Flores came up to bat 4 times, walked all 4 times, but scored all 4 of those times. And right now, his first time up at the plate, he's looking at an 0-2 count to lead things off for the Lions offensively. That one's going to be a ball outside in the dirt. In the on-deck circle for the Lions is going to be the pitcher, Renteria, number 6. And in the hole is going to be Zephyrin Hyman as the first baseman. Florida's going to foul that one off down the right side. Count will still remain 1 ball and 2 strikes. And 2 pitch on the way is going to be high for ball 2. Swinging a chopper down the left side. Little miscommunication between the pitcher and the third baseman, and Flores is going to be on safely on first with a hit. So that'll be credited as a hit. Scoring around the bunt is Renteria. He'll lay it down as Flores will advance to second. And that'll bring up number 18, Zephyrin Hyman, up to the plate. Zephyr Hymas will swing and miss at the first one. Flores would go, and he's going to get caught stealing at third base for out number 2. And right now, I'd like to welcome a guest into the broadcast booth. And guest, go ahead and introduce yourself.
I'm Landon Hernandez. I play for Lockhart varsity baseball team.
Oh, yeah, also a.k.a. King Curve. How do you like that, the name that we gave you, King Curve?
I like it.
You like it?
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, good thing you don't throw a lot of fastballs because we'd had to change your name. Yeah, so, welcome up here. You were on here a couple of years ago. We were out here a couple of times, and you did a great job. And I saw you down there, wanted you to come up here and talk some baseball. As right now we're here in the bottom half of the second, and Lockhart Lions are trailing 2-0. But, talk about the great start that the Lockhart Lions varsity team has had so far this year.
Yeah, this is actually the first year we're going into district without a losing record.
Yeah.
And I think that our team's coming together. We're playing together, and that's just a big part of baseball. If you play as a team, you're going to win as a team, and that's what it takes.
Oh, yeah, and y'all had some great ball games that y'all played against, of course, namely one, the Bastrop game at Bastrop.
That was a huge
non-district
game.
That was a huge game. People think of Bastrop and Lockhart as a rivalry is football, but it goes deeper than that. And with baseball comes along also, as Zephyr Hyman strikes out to end the inning. We'll keep it right here. But, talk about that game, because you came up to pitch for that game. Bases were loaded. And there was, only one out. No outs, actually. There was no outs.
Yes, sir.
And you came in, and, you probably threw about a handful of pitches, and the game was over with.
Yes, sir.
It almost ended on a triple play.
That was crazy.
Which I still feel should have been a triple play.
Mm-hmm.
So talk about that play when you're coming up to the mound with bases loaded. And
well,
you're just a sophomore, too, so to be stuck in a position like that, you're a junior.
Yes, sir.
But regardless, you're put into that position with bases loaded, nobody out. What's going through your mind?
Well, I knew the first time around when I faced Bastrop that they weren't hitting the off speed, but if you left the fastball in the zone, they were going to take it. They were gonna do whatever they could to that fastball. So I just had that mentality with only up by 2 runs and the bases loaded with nobody out that we had to find some quick outs. So I knew their 2-hole hitter. He's a big hitter on the night. He was 3 for 3 going into the AB against Ivan, and I knew that I couldn't leave him anything over the plate, but I couldn't have a walk either.
Right.
So first pitch, I knew he was expecting curveball. I went ahead and threw fastball in, fouled it off, and then I just attacked curveball only. I threw some balls at full count, got him to chase away in the dirt, dropped third strike grenade, threw him out at first, and then we backdoored that runner at home plate trying to score on that drop third strike. That was a huge moment. Like that win for us right there. That raised our
pretty much set the tone on how well the season has gone. Despite y'all could have been looking at bases loaded with 1 out, with no out, only up by 2 runs, thinking, man, I said, how much worse can it get? But with one simple drop of a third strike call, Delgadillo throws a strike to first base to get the runner out. Roque throws a strike home to get the runner coming home from third, and then you almost catch the second base runner trying to advance to third base, which a lot of people feel that they did get that guy.
Yeah.
But then you come up and you end up I think you struck out the last batter, and to end the game, what was that feeling that you had when that third strike was called and you're walking off the mound?
Honestly, it was a feeling of relief and accomplishment because I just knew that Ivan had pitched such a great game that game, and that I was going in there. I was like, I got to pitch my best. I got to do this for the team, and I knew Ivan had thrown the ball really well all game, and after I made that third out, I felt accomplished that I helped out the team a lot and got us out of that situation. We worked together and got the dub.
Oh, yeah, and y'all have had some tremendous innings, and I could go back to one against Pflugerville Weiss where that was a battle. And I believe that third inning, Lockhart scored 6 runs in that game, and that was provided to be the deciding factor in that game.
Oh, yeah.
And, of course, once again against Cedar Creek at that Hyde Park tournament, or at Hyde Park, I believe y'all put up 14 runs in 1 inning. And 11 straight batters came up to the plate and scored in that game. So Talk about the team on how well that. What's the difference in the like the
Chemistry.
the chemistry of the team this year as opposed as to what was last year?
Let me think for a second here. That's a tough one. Well, I know coming into the season, we knew that we had lost some major roles like Logan Hersom last year and some of our big pitchers from last year.
Yeah.
I knew that some of us were gonna have to step up to the plate and throw the ball, but I knew that as long as we could play together and work together, we'd be just fine. Like our chemistry throughout practice, we hold each other accountable. We talk each other up. We don't let each other get down, and that keeps us together as a team versus putting each other down. And then
Right.
it's just last year. I feel like we had decent chemistry last year. It just wasn't close enough.
Right.
You know what I mean? It wasn't. And then COVID with everything ending that season last year.
Yeah.
I think last year we would have had a shot too. I
Yeah.
think last year would have been a good season for Lockhart, but this year I think we're gonna do it. Tonight's a big game for us, and we're gonna go out and play hard.
Oh yeah. Speaking about tonight's game, it's going to be, of course, I won't say a rematch, but y'all going to be playing up against Crockett Cougars, and y'all took a very tough loss to them on Tuesday night. Talk about what y'all. Well, of course, y'all can't discuss strategy or anything like that. But as for you, what's going to need to be the big factor for tonight's game to come out with a victory against Crockett Cougars?
Defense for sure. We didn't. Not saying we didn't play great defense, but that's going to be a huge part tonight. Who can keep the ball in front of them?
And as far as see, I lost my train of thought too right there. But okay, now I know what coaching staff. I mean, we have returning coaches, Coach Hitter, Coach Hole. Of course, Coach Hole is the head coach for the junior varsity squad, and Coach Honeycutt. Those are the three that are returning back from last year, and I've talked to Coach Honeycutt. He has a lot of high praises for this varsity squad and junior varsity squad as well. But the addition to the team was Coach Mike Rocha, the pitching coach. Talk about what he's been able to add as far as being a pitcher. What he's been able to add to your game.
Coach Rocha, he's a very smart guy. He knows a lot about the game. I would like to say he knows everything, but he's still learning to this day about baseball.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He's a brilliant man. He's been in the big spot before. He's pitched there. He's pitched in the College World Series. He for sure has that edge on baseball where he knows it like the back of his hand. Like he'll do whatever it takes to get you better. He knows how to get you better. I think he brought a lot to the table this year, especially with our pitching staff helping us. Like with me, I had a big problem with staying up whenever I pitch. He helps me drive to the plate.
Yeah.
And he showed me some drills to fix that and keep working. Of course, I'm still working on that stuff, but he's a big addition this year.
Yeah, he's more of a mechanical and technical type of person that of course we've seen a lot of stuff with our son Alexander to where when we last saw him pitch, it's nowhere near what he's doing now.
Mm-hmm.
So I could understand what you're talking about with Coach Rocha coming in and being able to not revamp the whole thing, but to readjust from what he sees from each player. So that's good. Y'all have it. Like I said, we talk about a tremendous season. Of course, it's still too early to talk about it, but I'm pretty sure it's in y'all's minds. We're going on 28 years that the Lockhart Lions have not been able to make the playoffs. And is that something that y'all strive to get to, like a goal that y'all set?
Yes, sir. We that's the big goal this year. But not only to get there, we want to do something with it.
Yeah.
We want to make something happen for sure this year. And I think we're headed in the right direction.
That's awesome. I really like what I've seen from the varsity squad. Like I said, it's one of the best starts that I've seen in years. And of course, starting off district play 2-1. You had two huge monstrous games against Travis last week in a doubleheader, and then of course took an unfortunate loss against Crockett on Tuesday night. But y'all be looking to rebound and take it to them at Burger Center tonight. Of course, the game was supposed to be played last night What does that do to you mentally? I mean, because I know as a former coach myself in Little League, when rainouts come by, I hated them because I'm ready to get out there and watch y'all play. But, being out there ready to go up against a team that y'all had just lost to, wanted to get back at them, what does something like that do to you?
I knew we all had a great mentality, ready to go into that game. We were all going to play hard and do whatever it took to get that dub. But all we got to think of the delay is an extra day, another day to prepare, another day to get better before we play a huge game.
Yeah.
And I think that we're still going to have a great mentality going into the game today. We're gonna play hard.
Oh, excellent. As we're going to have the Lockhart Lions come up to bat right now. Leading things off is going to be Holden Edelton. Is there anything that you'd like to give a shout-out or say before we get back into calling the game?
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming up. You're an outstanding young man, and we've always talked about the different types of pitchers that I've been able to coach, my wife and I, of course, Ms. Blanca right here. And we always talked about how you were the strategy type of person. That you like to work around the home plate and everything. Is that the type of player that you still are now as a pitcher?
Yep. I really don't have. I really don't throw that hard, so I got to find another way to play the game. So it's all mental game. I gotta be mentally strong. I gotta know my situations. I gotta know how to place the ball.
Yeah, and you know what? And that's one thing that I have talked about too is the confidence that you have in your curveball. You could sit there with a 3-0 pitch and throw that curveball in that and hit that spot. Is that really how comfortable you are with it?
I've been throwing it ever since I can remember. I know in Little League I started just throwing with it, warming up, just to try to see what. I always wondered, I see these guys on TV throwing a curveball. Let's see what it is.
Yeah.
I remember I tried throwing it in warm-ups for a few years. I was never going to go out there that young and start throwing it.
Yeah.
But then whenever I turned, I think, 12, I started throwing it. And ever since then, I just have a good feel for it. I like it.
It's not really that much of a break from 45 feet on out as it is in 60 feet.
Oh, yeah. It's a big difference.
All right, well, King Curve, I'm going to go and let you go, and we'll get back to baseball. But I want to thank you for stopping by and talking some baseball with us. And, of course, we'll be there later on tonight to broadcast y'all's game. So we're going to do some boogie-woogieing after this one and make it out there in time. But I want to wish you the best of luck tonight. And, hopefully y'all going to come out, go up there to Burger Center and come out with that victory and come back home 3-1.
Yes, sir.
All right, well,
thank you
for
having me.
All right, thank you. All right, everybody, that was Landon Hernandez, pitcher for the Lockhart Lions varsity squad. And always great talking to this young man. Coached him several times throughout the years and coached against him. Very exciting person to talk to, knows his game. And he's going to be a great coach one day, whether it's going to be in the Little League level, high school level, or whatever level he decides to choose. He's going to be a great coach, and look forward to seeing him excel in the future. As Edelton was walked, so he's going to be sitting at first base, and that'll bring up number 12, Castillo. And right away, Castillo's going to be looking at a 1-0 count. And great shout out from Mr. Estrada, Mark Estrada, superintendent of the Lockhart Independent School District. Say great interview, Landon. And it definitely was. It's always great to speak with Landon. And I want to thank everybody for tuning in and watching today's contest, as that ball's going to get away from the first baseman on the pickoff attempt. It's going to go off the rib cage of Edelton as he gets back up to rub it off. Actually, that's going to be Lopez. And that's going to be a drive to right to the second baseman. Just missing it. And that's going to bring up number 1, Alexander Juarez up to the plate. So with Lopez at first base, first pitch inside. That'll be inside for ball one. And once again, want to remind everybody that, of course, during the interview I had with Landon, Lions Pride Sports Broadcast will be at Burger Center tonight to cover the 5 p.m. game between the varsity Lions and the Crockett Cougars. Runner goes. Ball's going to be outside. The throw down to second will not be in time. All right, 2-0 count to Alex Juarez. Swing and a miss for strike one. As the Lions have 2 outs here in the bottom half of the second inning. Swing and a miss for strike 2. And that'll even up the count. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And that'll be outside for ball 3. That'll make the count full. Number 17, Cam, on the mound for the Crockett Cougars. And that'll be outside for ball 4. And that'll bring up Jacob Mireles up to the plate with 2 lines on the base pads. Lopez at second, Juarez at first. And the catcher, Mireles, stepping up to the plate. Going to take his gear off first, and Mireles had a huge hit in the top of the second at Garrison Field on Thursday night, getting a triple out of it. Mireles looks at the first pitch, high and outside for ball 1. So 1-0 pitch from Cam. And that's just going to miss the outside for ball 2. Want to give another shout out to varsity Lockhart line player Ethan Bryan, who's watching. Want to wish him the best of luck tonight as well as they travel to Burger Center to take on the Crockett Cougars. And just like that, Mireles looking at the 3-0 count with Jordan Nito in the on-deck circle. And that'll be high for ball 4, so the bases are going to be loaded with Lions. Lopez will be at third base. Juarez at second. Mireles at first. Nino at the plate with 2 outs. Lockhart Lions trailing 2-0. A base hit will surely score 1 run. Swing and a miss for strike 1. That one's going to be driven down the left side, fouling out of play. And that'll be strike 2 to Nino. That 0-2 pitch going to be outside for ball 1. Great job by Nino to lay off of that one. That one's going to be chopped down the left side, and that'll be fielded foul or in foul territory. So count will remain 1 ball and 2 strikes to Nino, the right fielder. Made a great catch at Garrison Field on Thursday night. That one's going to be in the dirt as he gets past the catcher. Coming in to score is going to be Lopez. And the Lions will have their first run on the board as Juarez advances to the third. Mireles is second on the pass ball. Lockhart Lions cut the lead in half as they trail 2-1. Count evens up, 2 balls and 2 strikes to Nino. That's going to be hit towards the first baseman, and he will bobble it. Foot race to first, and Nino's going to beat the throw. Alex Juarez will score, and coming in behind him will be Mireles. And the Lions will take the lead. 3-1 on a base hit from Nino, infield hit. And that'll bring Christian Mendez up to the plate. All right, Mendez squared around to show bunt. Runner goes. No throw to second base, and Nino will get a stolen base. Uncontested stolen base. As Mendez looks at the first pitch for ball 1 outside. And that one will be outside for ball 2. Dustin Bukowski says, "Go Lions." As the Lions got a 2-out rally going on right now, scoring 3 with 2 outs. A drive to left field. That's going to be in play. Rounding third is going to be Nino coming home. The throw will be in time, but the catcher's not going to be hang on to it, and Mendez is going to advance to second. So it'll be a base hit for Mendez. So Nino will be the 4th run of the inning for the Lockhart Lions as the coaching staff for the Crockett Cougars make their way to the pitcher's mound. And the Lockhart Lions have scored 4 runs on 2 outs. As the discussion continues on the mound. All right, just as quick as the discussion started, it is over with. So as we go back to the top of the lineup, it'll be Luis Flores, number 2, the second baseman. He singled in the first inning and was caught stealing and trying to steal third is Mendez, and he's going to be caught. He's going to be thrown out at third base. There's a little discussion trying to figure out if the pitcher looked like he might have balked on that. And yeah, they're going to call a balk on the pitcher. So Mendez will advance to third base. So a balk is going to be called on Cam. And Mireles will advance to third base. As we get back into things, Flores squared around the show bunt, pulls back. He'll foul that one back. Get a piece of that for strike one. Once again, Louis squares show bunts, pulls back, takes a swing to the second baseman, out to first, and that'll do it. Crockett Cougars get out the inning, but now before the 4-run rally from the Lockhart Lions happens here in the bottom half of the second. So after 2 innings, it is Lockhart Lions 4, Crockett Cougars 3, and we're going to take a quick timeout, and we'll be right back with some more Lockhart Lion baseball right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
Do you suffer with headaches or neck pain? Of chiropractic to bring health to the people of Lockhart and the surrounding area through natural chiropractic care. Dr. Peterson has been voted best chiropractor for the last 9 years. Call Chisholm Trail Clinic of Chiropractic to begin your path to hope, healing, and health. You can find Chisholm Trail Clinic of Chiropractic at 731 South Colorado Street in Lockhart, Texas, or you can call for an appointment at 512-668-4163.
All right, we're right back here for the top half of the third inning, the start of the third inning. Leading things off for the Crockett Cougars when they get up to bat, it's going to be number 8, Jacob Reed, followed by Brian, number 6. And in the hole is going to be number 17, the pitcher, Cam, for the Cougars. So I want to give a quick shout-out to Kent Riddle and Kent Riddle Properties. If you look at the bottom of the screen, you see the Kent Riddle Properties scoreboard. You can follow along the game with us. You can catch every run, hit, strike, ball, and out. All thanks in courtesy of Kent Riddle Properties and Kent Riddle Properties scoreboard. I want to thank him for his sponsorship and support of Lions Pride Sports Broadcast and Lockhart Lions Sports. Also want to give Kent a shout out back at home doing the QA, making sure that we sound good and look good for all you Lockhart Lion fans and Crockett Cougar fans who may be tuning in to watch this game. I encourage you, Cougar fans and Lion fans, send me your shout-outs here if you're watching the game on the Lions Pride Sports Broadcast Facebook page. Send us a shout-out, and we'll try and get that shout-out as soon as possible. As soon as it pops up, and as soon as I'm able to, I'll get that out here on the air for you. So still on the mound for the Lockhart Lions, going to be number 6, Renteria. He struck out 2 in a row to get it out of the second inning as the Crockett Cougars went down in order, 1, 2, 3. First pitch swinging, and that one's going to be fouling out of play for strike 1. It'll be Ethan McLaughlin is at the plate, number 12. He flew out to the third baseman to start the game off. He'll bounce this one back to Renteria, who makes a jumping catch, a stop, and will get it out to first base for the first out in the inning. And now that would bring up number 8, Jacob Reed, up to the plate. He got a hit and scored back in the top half of the first inning. And he'll look at that first pitch for a strike call on the outside. Once again, the Lockhart Lions varsity boys will be live on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast tonight, or this afternoon with a 5 p.m. first pitch time. Fromberger Center, ground ball hit to the third base. Bobbled a little bit, gets it out to first, and in time. Great job by the third baseman, Lopez. Bobbled it to start the play off, but kept his composure and was able to make the throw. And great job by Zephyr Hymas to dig it out of the ground for out number 2. And that'll bring out number 6, Brian Burns, the extra hitter, He singled and scored in the top half of the first inning. This one, he's going to pop it up into the infield. And a diving catch by Jacob Mireles for out number 3. And this Lockhart Lions defense in the last 2 innings have gave up nothing as that ends 2.5 innings of play. Lockhart Lions 4, Crockett Cougars 2. And we'll be right back with some more Lockhart Lion baseball right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
Let Bryan Entertainment shop for your party entertainment needs. If you're in need of balloon twisters, face painters, or bounce houses, just give them a call at 512-846-3334. If you're looking to rent a mascot costume or to hire a children's performer to appear as a superhero, princess, or one of their 85 other merry mascots, reach out to them. Bryan Enterprises Family Entertainment has been entertaining families in Caldwell County for 2 decades. Bozo the Hozo, the Christian Clown, the first entertainer for the company, has entertained thousands at the Lockhart Chisholm Trail Roundup Parade over the years. Family entertainment and family engagement are 2 phrases that are a part of Bryan Enterprises' core values. Whether it's motivational speaking at school assemblies, or writing children's books, or training personnel to engage fathers in the community, children and families are always at the heart of this organization. To find out more about Bryan Enterprises, feel free to check them out on social media or visit their website at bryant-enterprises.com.
All right, we're back here for the bottom half of the 3rd inning. Right now, I want to take the time to give a shout-out to one of our sponsors, A1 Bail Bonds. And want to thank them for their sponsorship and their support of Lions Pride Sports broadcast and Lockhart Lions Sports. And still working on the commercial spots for Kent Riddle Properties and A1 Bail Bonds, as we got a couple of more that's going to be coming on board with us, showing their support for Lions Pride Sports broadcast and Lockhart Lions Sports. And that's going to be Adam and Sons AC and Heating, as well as Raina Drywall and Paint. So I want to give them a shout out for their support of Lions Pride Sports broadcast as we get back into action in the bottom half. Bottom half of the 3rd inning as Renteria steps up to the plate, and he's going to take one off the wallet. And he'll make his way to first base. And that'll bring up number 18, Hyman's up to the plate, the first baseman. As he dug one out of the ground for the second out in the top half of the 3rd. That's going to be high and outside for ball 1. And that one's going to bounce off Hymas as well, and 2 lines on the base pads, both being hit by the pitch. Renteria at second, Hymas at first, and that brings up number 31, Holden Edelton. So the Lions this time with nobody out got 2 runners on the base pads. Edelton looks at the first pitch outside for ball 1. And Holden's doing the designated hitting for Hernandez. And that'll be outside for ball 2. So I want to give another shout out to Coach Honeycutt for watching the junior varsity game right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast. I want to thank you for all you've done for the varsity squad. They're doing an outstanding job, and we look forward to watching them tonight at Burger Center right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast as they go up against the Crockett Cougars. As that 2-0 pitch is going to be right in there for strike 1 to Edelton. Amazing job Coach Honeycutt, Coach Rocha, Coach Hitter, and Coach Hull have done with both junior varsity and varsity squads. Of course, the varsity boys are off to one of the best starts in recent history. So 3-1 count to Edelton, and he's going to walk, and that'll load the bases. And that'll bring up number 9, Lopez, up to the plate, who walked and scored back in the second inning. And the Lockhart Lions find themselves in a great position right now with nobody out, bases loaded, leading 4-2 here in the bottom half of the third inning. The infield of the Cougars is up on the grass, looking for anything on the infield to throw home to get the lead runner. One old pitch to Lopez, going to be called strike on the outside. So that'll be a 1-ball, 1-strike count. And that's going to go off of Lopez. And that'll be the third hit by pitch batter. And Renteria will score from third, as he was hit by the pitch to get on the base pads. So that'll put Jaimes at third, Edelton at second, Lopez at first, as there's another conversation on the mound going on. And at the plate, it's going to be the extra hitter, Tanner Castillo. And it looks like we are going to have a pitching change, as number 17, Cam, is going to be making his way to center field. And we're going to take a quick timeout, and we'll be right back with some more Lockhart Lion baseball right here on the Lions Pride Sports Broadcast.
Fronted with life can't cut Chios paint process as smooth as possible with their state-of-the-art technology, frequent status updates, and a 24/7 customer service center to help you every step of the way. With our state-of-the-art body shop and paint facility, repairing your car is a breeze. We are fully equipped with a powerful frame straightening bay, expansive body shop, and our semi-down downdraft paint booth. Our automotive repair services include everything from oil changes, brake repair replacement, and suspension work to sophisticated mechanical repairs. Whatever your needs, we can offer premium service, affordable cost, and great customer service. These are just some of the differences that make Chios Paint and Body the best choice for your car's recovery and automotive repair.
And we are back as we have a new pitcher on the mound, number 11, Micah Dow for the Crockett Cougars. Bases are still loaded with Tanner Castillo coming up to the plate. Looks at the first pitch, strike one. At third base, it's Jaimes. Second base, it's Hiddleton. And at first base, it's Lopez. Castillo lined out to the second baseman back in the second inning. Sends a high chopper over the pitcher's head. And trouble coming up as the shortstop's unable to come up with it, as Jaimes will score. Edelton will go to third, Lopez to second, Castillo goes to first. And that'll bring up the center fielder, number 1, Alex Juarez, up to the plate. Lockhart Lions leading has extended 6-2 over the Crockett Cougars. Here in the bottom half of the third, bases loaded, nobody out. And Alex looks at the first pitch outside for ball 1. First time up at the plate back in the second inning. Alex walked and scored. Infield is still in the grass for the Cougars. Swinging a drive down the right side, and that's going to be fouled and out of play for strike 1. So count's going to be 1 ball and 1 strike. And that's going to go off the glove of the catcher. And coming in to score will be Edelton. As he missed the base, he goes back to touch it. So that'll make the count 2 balls and 1 strike with Edelton scoring. The Lockhart Lions extend the lead 7-2. So 2-1 count to Alex Juarez. So after the pass ball, Edelton will score from third. Lopez goes as third. Castillo will move to second. Ball's going to get past the catcher, but not far enough. As Lopez is going to remain at third base, and that'll make the count 3 balls and 1 strike to Alex Juarez. So ahead in the count as Micah Dow's on the mound for the Cougars. And that'll be outside for ball 4. And Alex will record his second walk of the game, and that'll reload the bases up for the catcher, Mireles, who made an outstanding diving catch to get the Lions out of the top half of the third. And just as Alex did in the second inning, Mireles walked and scored. And he comes back up to the plate. This time bases will be loaded with nobody out here in the bottom half of the third. Lopez at third, Castillo second, Juarez at first. And Mireles looks at the first pitch outside for ball 1. Lions have been a very patient ball team at the plate. Swing and a miss for strike 1. As the Lions have walked 5 times here in 3 innings. Or 2 full innings of plays. We're still here in the third inning with nobody out. 3 hit batsmen, though. And that'll be a strike call on the outside for strike 2. As 4 of the 5 batters that have walked have scored, with Alex being the only one, but he is at first base right now. And that 1-2 pitch is going to be way outside for ball 2. And Mireles will go down swinging for out number 1. And that'll bring up Jordan Nino up to the plate. And Nino reached base on a hit back in the second inning and scored. Also stole second. So Nino steps up to the plate. Bases loaded still for the Lions. Only 1 out now. First pitch will be high for ball 1. Oh, just catching the outside corner for strike 2. Or strike 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Nino. Bases loaded. And that'll be way outside for ball 2. Swinging a foul back to the backstop for strike number 2. That'll even up the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Lockhart Lions so far have put 3 up here in the bottom half of the 3rd inning. After putting up 4 in the bottom half of the 2nd. After giving up the first 2 runs of the game to the Crockett Cougars back in the top half of the 1st. Lockhart Lions lead 7-2. With 1 out, bases loaded. And that one's going to be way outside as he gets past the catcher. Coming in from 3rd. And coming in hot. It's going to be Lopez. Castillo is going to advance to 3rd. Juarez will go to 2nd on the pass ball. And it'll be a full count pitch coming up to Jordan Nino. And with Lopez coming across the plate, that'll make the score. Lockhart Lions 8, Crockett Cougars 2. And that one's going to be chopped behind the catcher as Nino stays alive in the at-bat. That one's going to be driven back up the middle off the right hand of the pitcher. And Nino's going to score, get to base easily. And Castillo will score from 3rd. Juarez will advance to 3rd base. And Nino will record his 2nd hit of the game. As the Lions get 5 runs so far here in the bottom half of the 3rd, and with only 1 out. As Nino goes to 2nd and will steal his 2nd base of the game. So now the Lions have 2 runners in scoring position. Juarez at 3rd, Nino at 2nd. Mendez at the plate. He got a hit back in the 2nd inning and was stranded at 3rd base. That one's going to be fouled off to the right side. First baseman's up underneath and makes a great catch for out number 2. And that'll bring up the leadoff batter and the number 9th hitter in the inning, or the 9th hitter in the inning. The 2nd baseman, number 2, Luis Flores. Last time up at the plate, he grounded out to the 2nd baseman. This time sends him down the left side, just past Coach Hull. So we'll charge him with an error for not coming up with that one. So Flores will be looking at an 0-1 count after fouling that one away with 2 outs. Juarez and Nino at 3rd and 2nd, respectively. 0-1 pitch going to be low and in the dirt for ball 1. And that one's going to get past the catcher, and in comes Juarez. And he will score easily. that'll make the score Lockhart 10, Crockett 2. As Flores will be looking at a 2-1 count with Jordan Nino advancing to third on the pass ball. So with Alex scoring, all 5 lines that have walked or been hit by the pitch, which is 8 total, have scored. So talking about taking advantage of the situation that they're put in. And that was going to catch the outside corner for strike 2. So the count's going to be 2 balls and 2 strikes. With 2 outs, 1 runner on the base paths for the Lions. And that one's going to be fouled back. Count will still remain 2 balls, 2 strikes. And 2 outs. If you're just tuning in, the Crockett Cougars put 2 in the top of the first. And it's been all Lockhart since then. They've gotten 4 in the bottom of the second. And right now they've put 6 in the bottom of the third with 2 outs still. Swing and a miss for strike number 3. And out number 3. So that's going to do it for 3 innings here of play here at Lockhart Lions Stadium. The Lockhart Lions junior varsity team off to a great start after a slow start in the first inning, but put 10 in the past 2 innings combined and have a commanding lead. Lockhart Lions 10, Crockett Cougars 2. And we're going to take a quick timeout, and we'll be right back with some more Lockhart Lion baseball right here on the Lions Pride Sports Broadcast.
Chase Barbershop, Lockhart and surrounding communities since 2009. Head barber and owner Lex Jennings and staff pride themselves on being a hip urban barbershop. For shaves, not only do we hit you with our Precessional Andis trimmers, we offer a close shave and edge up with a straight razor. If you're really wanting to be pampered, let us give you one of our famous hot towel shaves. For cuts, Changing Face barbers are all top of their class and are able to pull off any style, whether it's a mohawk, classic cut, fade, taper, or design. We pride ourselves on our talent, our drive, and want to give our clients the best experience available. For all styles, from the newest trends to old school cuts, our barbers here at Changing Faces have the skills to transform your look and feel. With over 10 years of combined experience, our barbers are on the cutting edge of the barber world. Come by one of our 2 locations, 2000 West San Antonio Street in Lockhart, Texas, and 900 Bug Lane, Suite 115 in San Marcos, Texas. Or go to our efbarbershop.com.
And we're back as that second pitch is going to be fouled in foul territory. Lack of communication out there, and the ball's going to hit the ground. Fortunately enough, nobody was injured on that. But leading things off is going to be number 17, Cam, and he's looking at 0-2 count. Sends the 0-2 pitch back to the backstop. Still on the mound for the Lions is Gavin Renteria. As the Lions have sent the Cougars back to the dugout in order the last 2 innings in a row. 1-2 pitch going to be outside for ball 1. Got another shout out from our top fan, Kent Riddle says, "Great job, sir, all great." And we're great because you make sure that we're doing what we're doing, looking good and sounding good. And that ball's going to be hit to the second baseman. And Flores is not going to be able to come up with that as it heads out to right field. And Cam will reach base on an error. And that'll bring up number 11, Micah Dow, the pitcher who's come into the game for the Crockett Cougars. Has recorded 2 strikeouts in that last inning. Runner goes. The throw down to second will not be in time. And Cam will be at second base for the Cougars, the leadoff batter for the team. As it's going to be 1 ball, no strike to Micah Dow. That one's going to be fouled. Back into the batter's box. And that'll make the count 1 ball, 1 strike. Runner's going to go. Swing and a miss for strike 2. The throw down to third will not be in time. And Gavin will record another strikeout as Michael Dow goes down swinging for out number 1. And that'll bring number 7, Brian Cutter, up to the plate. He walked and was stranded at first base and back in the first inning. Swing and a miss on the first pitch for strike 1. Swing and a miss for strike 2. So Cutter's looking at an 0-2 count. As Cam is still at third base, the leadoff batter in the inning for the Cougars. The 0-2 pitch going to be outside in the dirt. Great job by Minelis to scoop it up. Swing and a miss. And that'll be strikeout number 2 here in the inning for Gavin Renteria. His 4th strikeout of the game. And that'll bring up Jacob Mendieta, who grounded out to the third baseman back in the first inning to end the inning. Fouls that first pitch away for strike 1. That 0-1 pitch is going to be high for ball 1. That one's going to be sent up high to the center fielder. And Alex Juarez will get up underneath it to make the out. And it wasn't a 1-2-3 inning, but it was a 1-2-3-4 inning for the Lockhart Lions, as no runs will score here in the top half of the 4th. So after 3.5 of ball play, it is still Lockhart Lions 10, Crockett Cougars 2. We're going to take a quick timeout, and we'll be right back with some more Lockhart Lion baseball right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
Hazelet supporters of the community by sponsoring youth league programs, T-Ball Express, Boys Junior League, Boys Coach Pitch, and Girls Coach Pitch teams. Established in 1978 by George Hazelet, Hazelet Drilling Incorporated was formed to provide quality water drilling service to farms and surrounding ranches. As the company grew, so did the spectrum of services to meet the growing needs of dedicated customers. Today, Hazelet Drilling is the leading water well, oil, and gas drilling company, known for quality work and one-on-one customer service. Hazelet Drilling and Supply is located at 915 Old McMahon Road in Lockhart, Texas. Or you can call 512-398-6682.
All right, and we're back here for the bottom half of the fourth inning. We're leading things off. It's going to be number 6, Gavin Renteria, who led off the third inning, getting hit by the pitch. And still on the mound for the Crockett Cougars is going to be number 11, Micah Dow, who came in to replace number 17, Cam. So Renteria steps back into the batter's box to lead things off for the second straight inning in a row. And he'll swing at the first pitch, fouling out of play, as Renteria has done an outstanding job on the mound for the Lockhart Lions today. So Renteria looking at an 0-1 count. Sends a chopper down the left side. This time, Hole will be credited with another error as a third base coach. This time it was his glove hand. So behind in the count, 0-2. Renteria's at the plate. That'll be low and in the dirt for ball one. Of course, right now we see a few varsity players coming in as they're getting ready to load up and head out to Burger Center. And Renteria sends a drive to center field. And he will reach base safely. All right, stepping up to the plate now is going to be number 18, Jaimes. He has struck out and was hit by the pitch in the last inning and scored. Pickoff attempt to first. It's going to get past the first baseman. Renteria is going to get to second. He's going to be rounding second, going to third. No throw to third, and Renteria is going to make his way to third base. And that puts another line in scoring position with nobody out here in the bottom half of the fourth inning. As we got another comment coming in from our son, Peter Watt. It said, "Let's go Lions." That one's going to be popped up in the infield. The pitcher's getting up underneath and will make the catch for out number one. that'll bring up number 3, Hernandez. As he steps up to the plate for the first time. He'll look at the first pitch low for ball 1. As Holden Edelton from Big H Bates was a designated hitter, batting for Hernandez, the shortstop, as Hernandez steps up to the plate for the first time once again. Turns around to show bunt. Fouls that one back to the backstop. As Renteria was running, so it was more of a suicide squeeze. Looks like in the on-deck circle, batting for Lopez will be number 13, Gutierrez. As now steps off the pitcher's mound. Once again, scoring around to show bunt was Hernandez, and he's going to be called for strike 2. So count's going to be 1 ball and 2 strikes. As I could only imagine that Hernandez will be swinging away. That one's going to be in the dirt as they get past the catcher, and in comes Renteria. And the Lions will add another run to the scoreboard. Lockhart Lions 11, Crockett Cougars 2. With 1 out here in the bottom half of the 4th inning. That was a ball 2 count, or ball 2 pitch. As the count will even up at 2 balls and 2 strikes to Hernandez. Nobody on the base pads. Wide open. That one's going to be in the dirt once again for ball 3. All right, we're getting ready to get back into action. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out to Hernandez, the shortstop for the Lions. He is up to bat for the first time today. And that one's going to be fouled back to the backstop. So count will still remain full with 1 out. Woo! And that one's going to be called on the outside corner for strike number 3. And out number 2, as the catcher thought it was 3 outs. So that'll bring up the pinch hitter, number 13, Gutierrez, up to the plate. And he'll be batting for the first time today. And he'll swing and a miss for strike 1. And should we get to the next batter, it'll be number 16, Cheatham, coming up to the plate. And he'll be designated hitting for, or pinch hitting for Castillo. we hear a chant from the home dugout, Rudy. And that'll be low for ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike with 2 out here in the bottom half of the 4th inning. One pitch on the way. That's going to be inside for ball 2. And that ball almost clips Gutierrez. From listening to all the chants from the home dugout of Rudy, 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 almost makes me wonder if this is how it felt. And that famed movie, Rudy, back at Notre Dame Stadium back in the day, I believe it was in 1975. That's going to be swung and hit, foul down the right side. And let me see if I could turn the mic on so we get the, so y'all can listen to what I'm hearing. Catherine Rios Prince says, "Let's go, Lions." Shout out to number 7, Mendez. You can hear the home dugout. Count's going to be 2 balls and 2 strikes. With 2 outs. And that one's going to be fouled back into the glove of the catcher for out number 3. And that's going to do it for the Lions, as they're able to put 1 more run across the plate. Lockhart Lions lead 11-2 as we head over to the top of the 5th inning. And we'll be right back with some more Lockhart Lion baseball right here on the Lions Pride Sports Broadcast.
Do you suffer with headaches, back pain, or neck pain? Chisholm Trail Clinic of Chiropractic's mission is to provide hope, healing, and health to the people of Lockhart and the surrounding area through natural chiropractic care. Dr. Peterson has been voted Best Chiropractor for the last 9 years. Call Chisholm Trail Clinic of Chiropractic to begin your path to hope, healing, and health. You can find Chisholm Trail Clinic of Chiropractic at 731 South Colorado Street in Lockhart, Texas. Or you can call for an appointment at 512-668-4163.
And welcome back to the Lions Pride Sports broadcast of today's broadcast of Lockhart Lions Junior Varsity Baseball action here from Lions Field, as the Lockhart Lions have a lead over the Crockett Cougars 11-2 here in the top half of the 5th inning. As the Lockhart Lions once again have had a great offensive output, but to go along with that, they've done a great job defensively as well. As the last 3 innings, the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th inning, the Lions have only gone up against 10 batters, as they were able to get the Cougars out in order 1, 2, 3 in the 2nd and 3rd inning, and only faced 4 batters in the 4th inning. As here we are starting the top half of the 5th with number 15, Brian Burns, up at the plate, the first baseman. His first trip up at the plate, he flew out to the first baseman back in the 1, 2, 3 inning of the 2nd inning. So new pitcher on the mound for the Lions going to be number 18, Zephyrin Hymas, and his first pitch is going to be inside for ball 1. Of course, Zephyrin Hymas had that big hit to break things open in the second inning of the game versus the Cougars at Garrison Field. with an in-the-park grand slam to center field. And right now here on the mound, he is behind on the count. 2 balls and no strikes. To Porter. And that one just misses the outside for strike for ball 3. Looks like Renteria moved from the pitcher's mound to first base. And that one's going to be chopped to the second baseman, Flores, and he's going to boot that one, gets it out to first, and will not be in time as Porter will reach base safely. And he'll reach base on an error. And that's Stephen Foote that's at second base in place of Luis Flores. And that'll bring up pinch hitter number 16 up to the plate. Swing and a miss for strike 1. And 16 is not in the lineup, so I don't know his name, but they do have a pinch hitter up at the plate. And that one's going to be fouled back and away. Count will still remain. No balls, 2 strikes. And we'll go ahead with Eric Foz as number 16. If I got any Cougar fans watching the game, if I'm incorrect, please let me know. Swing and a miss for strike 3 and out number 1. And Jaimes will get his first strikeout. And stepping up to the plate is going to be number 3, James Garcia, the second baseman. He struck out back in the second inning. His first time up at the plate. Looks at the first pitch from Jaimes, who has settled down. For a first pitch strike. That one will be inside for ball 1. One pitch on the way, just missing that outside for ball 2. So it's 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out here in the top half of the 5th inning. Leadoff batter Brian Porter reaches on an error, and he is at first base right now. Swinging a drive towards the second baseman. Unable to make the catch, his foot, but it's going to roll over to Ashton Hernandez, the shortstop, and he's going to step on second base to get the force out. For out number 2. And Eric Foz will reach base on a fielder's choice. And that takes us up back to the top of the lineup. Number 12, Ethan McLaughlin. He has flown out to the third baseman and bounced out to the first baseman. His 2 times up at the plate. This is his 3rd trip up to the bat. Looks at the first pitch high for ball 1. With 2 out. Here in the top half of the 5th inning. That one's going to be a swing and a miss and go off the noggin of Jacob Mireles. And Eric Foz will move over to second base on the pass ball. And it'll be a 1 ball, 1 strike count to Ethan McLaughlin. the left fielder for the Crockett Cougars. That one's going to be fouled back to the backstop for strike 2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Hyman's on the mound, 1 Crockett Cougar on the base pads. That's going to be a drive to center field. Center fielder's going back, and it'll be over his head and gets to the wall. As 1 Cougar will score. Garcia's rounding second on his way to third, and we'll get it. Or McLaughlin will be there safely with the stand-up triple. As Eric Foz will score easily from second base. It is now Lockhart Lions 11, Crockett Cougars 3. And that'll bring number 8, Jacob Reed, the catcher, up to the plate, who got a hit in the first inning and scored, and then grounded out to the third baseman on a great stop and a great dig for out number 2. And he'll be swinging at the first pitch back to the backstop for strike 1. Oh, 1 pitch on the way, and that's just going to miss for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. And that one's going to be high for ball 2. And that one's going to be fouled out of play. That one's going to be outside in the dirt. For ball 3. So count's going to be full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Hyman's with the delivery. That one's going to be popped up in the infield. Well, just outside of the infield as foot goes back, and he'll get up underneath it and make the catch. For out number 3. And that'll do it for the top half of the 5th inning. Crockett Cougars able to get 1 more run across the plate. And trail the Lions 11-3 as we head over to the bottom half of the 5th inning. We'll be right back with some more Lockhart Lion baseball right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
Let Bryan Enterprises Family Entertainment be your one-stop shop for your party entertainment needs. If you're in need of balloon twisters, face painters, or bounce houses, just give them a call at 512-846-3334. If you're looking to rent a mascot costume or to hire a children's performer to appear as a superhero, princess, or one of their 85 other merry mascots, reach out to them. Bryan Enterprises Family Entertainment has been entertaining families in Caldwell County for 2 decades. Bozo the Hozo, the Christian Clown, the first entertainer for the company, has entertained thousands at the Lockhart Chisholm Trail Roundup Parade over the years. Family entertainment and family engagement are two phrases that are a part of Bryan Enterprises' core values. Whether it's motivational speaking at school assemblies, or writing children's books, or training personnel to engage fathers in the community, children and families are always at the heart of this organization. To find out more about Bryan Enterprises, feel free to check them out on social media or visit their website at bryant-enterprises.com.
All right, we're back here for the bottom half of the fifth inning as the Lockhart Lions lead 11-3. All they need is 2 runs to close things out with the 10-run rule in effect. As number 16, Cheatham, comes up to the plate, leading things off for the Lions. And he'll be batting for Castillo. And he'll look at the first pitch outside for ball 1. He'll look at that 1-0 pitch high and inside for ball 2. Another shout out from Peter Wattis. And this is it right here. Let's go Lions. As they're looking to close this one out, all they need is 2 more runs. And he'll look at the 2-0 pitch outside for strike 1. Once again, I'm going to turn the crowd mic on. You can hear the home team rooting Cheatham on. That's going to be swung on and fouled back to the backstop for strike 2. So Cheatham will be looking at a 2-ball, 2-strike count to lead things off here in the bottom half of the 5th. And that'll be inside for ball 3, just missing that inside corner. So the count will be full. And that'll be high and inside, and Cheatham will walk to first, and that'll bring up number 15 up to the plate, and he'll be pinch hitting for Alex Wattis. And that'll be Vasquez. In the batter's box for the Lions. Pick off a temp out to first. Not in time, as Cheatham's going to be able to slide up underneath the tag. So Vasquez up at the plate for the first time. Cheatham goes. The throw down to second will be in time. And he's going to be safe, as the shortstop dropped the ball on the tag. So 1 ball, no strikes to Vasquez as Cheatham was able to steal second. And looks like the coaching staff, head coach, is going to call timeout. And he's going to make his way out to the umpire out on the field to make his case on the drop ball. Yeah, he's out there trying to explain that after he made the tag, as he was trying to come up, he dropped the ball. But no change in the play as Cheatham's going to remain at second base with nobody out. Vasquez at the plate. As we get back to play, as Downs hits to deliver, swinging a miss for strike one. So the count's going to be 1 ball, 1 strike to Vasquez with nobody out. Cheatham at second base. Dow from the stretch. And that'll be ball 2 outside. One pitch on the way. That'll be outside for ball 3. And once again, I want to give a big props to Coach Hull, head coach of the junior varsity squad. His team has done an outstanding job once again, despite having 3 errors. The offense and defense has really came through when they really needed to. And that one's going to be ball 4 in the dirt as it gets away from the catcher, and Cheatham's going to make his way to third base. And Vasquez will reach base on a walk as he makes his way to first with nobody out. That'll bring up the catcher, Mireles, up to the plate, who's walked and struck out. When he walked in the second, he was able to come around and score. So this will be his 3rd plate appearance as he turns around, squaring around to show bunt. Pulls back, and that'll be ball 1. As Vasquez was still second, uncontested. So that'll be 1 ball and no strike. As Mireles squares around to show bunt. An underarm throw to third. So that'll be inside for ball 2. As Lockhart has 2 runners in scoring position now at second and third with nobody out. Ball's going to get past the catcher, and in comes Cheatham. And he's going to be tagged out at home plate. Vasquez will advance to third base, and that'll be ball 3 to Mireles. The 3-0 pitch will be outside for strike 1 to Mireles. As the Lions have 1 out here in the bottom half of the 5th. And that one will just miss, and Mireles will walk for the second time. And that'll bring up number 8, Cade Borchard, up to the plate for his first plate appearance. And he'll be pinch hitting for Jordan Nino, as there's going to be another discussion at the mound for the Crockett Cougars. As there are two lines on the base pad, Vasquez at third and Mireles at first, both of them walking. All right, the discussion is over on the mound, and it's time to get back to play as Cade Borchard steps up to the plate for the first time. Mireles at first, Vasquez at second. Mireles will steal, and the pitch out is low and in the dirt, so Mireles will steal second uncontested. All right, so with one out here in the bottom half of the fifth, once again, we got two runners in scoring position. The 1-0 pitch going to be in the dirt, bounces off the umpire. The runners will stay in position with Vasquez at third, Mireles at second after stealing second. Cade Borchard with a solid base hit to outfield could end this game, as Mireles has the speed to score from second. Right now, Cade Borchard's at the plate looking at a hitter's count. 2 balls and no strikes. That's going to be swung on and hit fouled over the right side and out of play, just over the home dugout. And that'll make the count 2 balls and 1 strike. That one's going to be hit right back up the middle to the shortstop. 1 run will score out to first. In time for out number 2. And that'll bring up number 21, Josue Alvarez. Pinch hitting for Mendez. So with Mireles advancing to third base, representing the winning run, which would put the Lions at the 10-run rule. Alvarez steps up to the plate for the first time, swinging a miss for strike 1. And trying to steal home and getting caught is Mireles for out number 3. So when we come back in the top half of the 6th, Alvarez will be back up at the plate. So that's going to do it. After 5 innings, Lockhart Lions 12, Crockett Cougars 3. We're going to take a quick timeout, and we'll be right back with some more action for Lockhart Lion baseball right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
When confronted with a Proax hum to a screeching halt, that's why Chayos Paint and Body is devoted to making the repair process as smooth as possible with their state-of-the-art technology, frequent status updates, and a 24/7 customer service center to help you every step of the way. With our state-of-the-art body shop and paint facility, repairing your car is a breeze. We are fully equipped with a powerful frame straightening bay, expansive body shop, and our semi-down downdraft paint booth. Our automotive repair services include everything from oil changes, brake repair replacement, and suspension work to sophisticated mechanical repairs. Whatever your needs, we can offer premium service, affordable cost, and great customer service. These are just some of the differences that make Chayos Paint and Body the best choice for your car's recovery and automotive repair.
So with a little aggressive play at third base, Mireles will be tagged out at home plate trying to steal. And that ends the 5th inning as we head over to the top of the 6th inning. Lockhart Lions lead 12-3. As number 6, Brian Burns, comes up to the plate. He has hit and scored in the first inning. Mireles to end the 3rd inning. So this will be his 3rd trip up to the plate. On the mound for the Lions is number 18, Jaimes. Who faced 5 batters in the top half of the 5th to get the Lions out of there. Cougars were able to score 1 run in that top half of the 5th as they come up to bat here in the top half of the 6th. Once again, Brian Burns, number 6, the extra hitter for the Cougars, steps up to the plate. Jaimes sets to deliver her first pitch, and that'll be a swing and a miss for strike 1. One pitch is going to be high for ball 1. One pitch on the way is going to be swung on and hit down the right side, and that'll be foul for strike 2. One-two pitch on the way, just missing on the outside for ball 2. Two pitch going to be outside, and that'll make the count full with 3 balls and 2 strikes. And Burns will be hit by the pitch. And the leadoff batter is on for the Crockett Cougars. So stepping up to the plate is going to be number 17, Cam. He flew out to the right fielder and reached on an error his first 2 plate appearances. Looks at that first pitch high and outside for ball 1. That one's going to be fouled back into the noggin of the home plate umpire, who tips his hat, says that he's okay. Count's going to be 1 ball at 1 strike. Swing and a miss for strike 2. As Hyman's got Cam chasing after that one way outside. As the sun has poked out. That one's going to be chopped to the second baseman foot. That one's going to bounce off his chest. And that'll be the second time Cam will reach base on an error. And first pitch to Dow is going to be a strike. Looks like there's going to be a defensive adjustment coming out. Looks like Foot's going to go to right field, and it's going to be an 0-1 count to Dow. And that one's going to be high for ball 1. Looks like Cheatham is going to be at second base now. 1-1 pitch on the way. That's going to be swung on hard down the right side. And that'll be foul for strike 2. Nobody out here in the top half of the 6th inning. 2 Cougars on the base pads. Burns is at second. Cam is at first. Swing and a miss for strike number 3. And out number 1. As Dow strikes out for the second time. And that'll bring up number 7, Brian Cutter, up to the plate. He has walked in the first, struck out in the 4th. Looks at the first pitch, high for ball 1. Once again, Lockhart Lions lead 12-3. Here in the top half of the 6th inning. You're just tuning in. Crockett Cougars scored 2 in the top of the 1st and 1 in the top of the 5th. While the Lions score 4 in the 2nd, 4 in the 3rd, and 1 each in the 4th and 5th innings. And this is where we find ourselves at 12-3. That one's going to go off the wrist to the third baseman, out to first for out number 2. Great job by Renteria out there. And great job by the third baseman. Looks like Utet is out there at third base. And that'll bring up number 20, Jacob Mendieta, with 2 outs. Looks at the first pitch for ball 1. Once again, I want to give a shout out to Landon Hernandez, King Kerr, for coming on the broadcast with us earlier on in the game. Talked about some varsity baseball and talked about the coaches and how well they've been mending together, the chemistry. And talked about the differences from last year, where the season ended with COVID after just 13 games, as to where we are now. I wish them, the varsity squad, the best of luck tonight as they take on the Crockett Cougars at Burger Center at 5 p.m. this afternoon. And once again, Lions Pride Sports Broadcast will be there to broadcast that game live. 3-0 pitch coming up to Mendieta, and he's going to walk on a 4-pitch walk. So with 2 outs, the Crockett Cougars are going to load the base pads. And that'll bring up the first baseman, Brian Porter, who's flown out and also reached on an error back in the 5th inning. He's going to foul that one down the first base side. It's going to be scooped up by Renteria. He'll step on the bag for out number 3. And that'll do it for the top half of the 6th inning as we head over to the bottom of 6. Lockhart Lions 12, Crockett Cougars 3, as the Cougars leave the bases loaded to end the inning. When we come back, it'll be Josue Alvarez up at the plate before we head back to the top of the lineup. But right now, we're going to take a quick timeout, and we'll be right back with some more Lockhart Lion baseball right here on the Lions Pride Sports Broadcast.
Do you suffer with headaches, back pain, or neck pain? Chisholm Trail Clinic of Chiropractic's mission is to provide hope, healing, and health to the people of Lockhart and the surrounding area through natural chiropractic care. Dr. Peterson has been voted Best Chiropractor for the last 9 years. Call Chisholm Trail Clinic of Chiropractic to begin your path to hope, healing, and health. You can find Chisholm Trail Clinic of Chiropractic at 731 South Colorado Street in Lockhart, Texas. Or you can call for an appointment at 512-668-4163. Ready to lose Torres age and chat with Tim. Tim has helped thousands of people all over the world in person and online through his mobile app and custom meal plans. So contact Tim Torres via Facebook and start losing weight today. Just look for Tim Torres Fitness on Facebook.
All right, welcome back to the Lockhart Lion Baseball right here on the Lions Pride Sports Broadcast as we get ready for the bottom half of the 6th inning. Lockhart Lions with the 9-run lead, 12-3, just needing one more run to end this ball game. As Micah Dow is still on the mound for the Crockett Cougars, and stepping up to the plate will be number 21, Josue Alvarez. His first time up at the plate this afternoon. And then we'll be heading up to the top of the lineup where it looks like Stephen Foote will be batting for Flores. First pitch is going to be outside for ball 1. That one's going to be a drive over the second baseman's head, and Alvarez is going to round first. He'll be heading to second base. Nobody's on the bag. And Alvarez will be on base with the leadoff double and representing the winning run. As Foote steps up to the plate for the first time today. And the on-deck circle is going to be number 6, Gavin Renteria. Squaring around to show bunt. Pulls it back, looks at strike 1. Just trying to get Alvarez over to third base. Once again, squaring around to show bunt. Big lead from Alvarez at second base. And he's going to go. And Foote would bunt that one foul. And Alvarez will have to go back to second base. So count's going to be an 0-2 to Foote. As Alvarez got a big lead, nobody's on him. Shortstop's creeping over just a little bit. Down with the delivery. It'll be outside for ball one. And should we come to a conclusion in this inning, we're going to go straight to the Recon Athlete postgame show. And we're going to have your Recon Athlete players of the game before we have to head out and make our way to Burger Center for tonight's varsity baseball game. Alvarez is stealing. And the ball will get there in time, and Alvarez will be tagged out at third, and it'll be a strike him out, throw him out, double play. As Foot strikes out, and Alvarez will get caught at third base, and that'll bring up number 6, Renteria, up to the plate. And Renteria sends a chopper to third base. It's going to get past the third baseman, and Renteria will be safe at first as he will reach with on an error. And that'll bring up Jaimes up to the plate. All right, pickoff attempt out to first. Renteria will slide back safely. Once again, another pickoff attempt out there. And once again, Renteria will slide underneath the tag as Jaimes steps up to the plate. He got struck out, was hit by the pitch in the third, and got a hit and scored in the fourth. Another pickoff attempt out to Renteria. It's going to be past the first baseman, and Renteria is going to make his way to second, and he will be. So time's going to be called as the catcher is going to make his way out. Jacob Reed to go talk to his pitcher, Micah Dow. So essentially, Renteria does have some speed to score on a base hit to outfield. And that'll be in there for strike one. Was swinging and thought twice about it, and pulled it back, and it was a strike call on the outside corner. And that'll be catching the inside corner for strike two. Renteria was a little bit off the bag as Dow turned around to try to get him out. Nobody was there to get the throw, so Dow had to hold on to it. 0-2 pitch coming up to Jaimes. Swing and a miss for strike three, and out number 3, and that'll do it for the Lions. As we head over to the top of the 7th inning. Where the Crockett Cougars going to have one last opportunity to score 9 to keep the game going. And we're going to take a quick timeout, and we'll be right back with some more Lockhart Lion baseball right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
Faces Barbershop has been serving the Lockhart and surrounding communities since 2009. Head barber and owner Lex Jennings and staff pride themselves on being a hip urban barbershop. For shaves, not only do we hit you with our Precessional Andis trimmers, we offer a close shave and edge up with a straight razor. If you're really wanting to be pampered, let us give you one of our famous hot towel shaves. For cuts, Changing Face barbers are all top of their class and are able to pull off any style, whether it's a mohawk, classic cut, fade, taper, or design. We pride ourselves on our talent, our drive, and want to give our clients the best experience available. For all styles, from the newest trends to old school cuts, our barbers here at Changing Faces have the skills to transform your look and feel. With over 10 years of combined experience, our barbers are on the cutting edge of the barber world. Come by one of our 2 locations, 2000 West San Antonio Street in Lockhart, Texas, and 900 Bug Lane, Suite 115 in San Marcos, Texas. Or go to our website at cfbarbershop.com. Do you suffer with headaches, back pain, or neck pain? Chisholm Trail Clinic of Chiropractic's mission is to provide hope, healing, and health to the people of Lockhart and the surrounding area through natural chiropractic care. Dr. Peterson has been voted Best Chiropractor for the last 9 years. Call Chisholm Trail Clinic of Chiropractic to begin your path to hope, healing, and health. You can find Chisholm Trail Clinic of Chiropractic at 731 South Colorado Street in Lockhart, Texas. Or you can call for an appointment at 512-668-4163.
And here we are back in the top half of the 7th and final inning of today's contest. Unless the Crockett Cougars put 9 across the plate, we got a new pitcher on the mound, number 15, Vasquez. And a pinch hitter coming up to bat. He's going to be batting in place of Eric Foz. It's going to be number 22, Mike Newton, as he steps up to the plate. Looks at the first pitch for strike 1. And once again, at the conclusion of this game, we're going to go right to the Recon Athlete post-game show. We'll have your Recon Athlete players of the game. 0-1 pitch, going to miss just on the outside for ball 1. In the on-deck circle for the Crockett Cougars, number 3, the second baseman, James Garcia. And that'll be low for ball 2. One pitch on the way from Vasquez. Swing and a miss for strike 2. And that'll be inside for ball 3. That'll make the count full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. And that's going to catch the outside corner. And that'll be strike 3. As Vasquez will record his first strikeout. And stepping up to the plate, once again, is going to be number 3, James Garcia, the second baseman. He has struck out and reached on a fielder's choice. This will be his third plate appearance. And he looks at the first pitch outside for strike one. Well-placed pitch by Vasquez. And that one will be way outside for ball one, as Vasquez was trying to get Garcia to chase after that one. And that'll be in there for ball two. And that'll miss for ball three. So count's going to be 3 balls and 1 strike. And Garcia will look at that one as he holds on to his helmet, knowing that he just missed one. So count's going to be full with 3 balls, 2 strikes, and 1 out here in the top half of the 7th. Swing and a miss. The ball's going to get past the catcher. Mireles comes up with it, throws it over the first base. And not in time. As Vasquez picks up his second strikeout, but unable to complete the out. And this takes us right back up to the top of the lineup. With Ethan McLaughlin. He had a triple, stand-up triple back in the 5th to deep center field. First pitch from Vasquez to McLaughlin is going to be outside for ball one. And that'll be right in there for strike one. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. And that'll be outside for ball 2. Pickoff attempt out to first base, not in time. So count's going to be 2 balls and 1 strike to McLaughlin. Vasquez with the delivery and catching that outside corner. And that'll be 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two pitch on the way. In the dirt for ball 3. So the count will be full. That one will be fouled back towards the visitors' dugout. Count will still remain full with 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. James Garcia at first base after striking out but reaching on a drop third strike. Three-two pitch on the way, and that's going to be inside as the ball gets past the catcher. Garcia will advance to second. McLaughlin will be at first after the walk, and that'll bring up Jacob Reed, the catcher, up to the plate. And there'll be a meeting at the mound, and there's going to be a pitching change coming up, as Alexander Juarez will be coming onto the mound. we're going to take a quick timeout, and we'll be right back with some more Lockhart Lion baseball right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
Hayes Drilling Incorporated are proud supporters of the community by sponsoring youth league programs, T-Ball Express, Boys Junior League, Boys Coach Pitch, and Girls Coach Pitch teams. Established in 1978 by George Hazlett, Hazlett Drilling Incorporated was formed to provide quality water drillings and surrounding ranches. As the company grew, so did the spectrum of services to meet the growing needs of dedicated customers. Today, Hazlett Drilling is the leading water well, oil, and gas drilling company, known for quality work and one-on-one customer service. Hazlett Drilling and Supply is located at 915 Old McMahon Road in Lockhart, Texas. Or you can call 512-398-6682.
All right, from one neighbor to another, as Alexander Watt is going to come in for Vasquez on the mound. First pitch going to be hit towards center field, and miscommunication between the center fielder and the left fielder. And the throw home. One run will score. A second run will score. And Crockett Cougars put 2 runs across the plate. As Jacob Reed gets a 2 RBI single out of it. So stepping up to the plate is going to be number 6, Brian Burns. And he'll look at the first pitch for strike 1. So it is 12-5 now. Lockhart Lions in the lead still here in the top half of the 7th inning. 0-1 pitch from Juarez is going to be low for ball 1. One pitch is going to be in the dirt for ball 2. Swinging a ground ball hit towards the left field. Scooping it up and bringing it in real quick is Alvarez. And that'll put runners on the base, on the corners. As Reed will be at third. Burns at first, and that'll bring number 17, Cam, up to the plate with 1 out. The Lions still lead 12-4. Oh, 12-5 is the score. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Swinging a drive to the second baseman, out to second for 1, out to first. And they're not going to get the out at first, as the Cougars going to get 1 run across the plate. That was very close for a double play and ending in double play. In double play, excuse me. So with 2 outs, Crockett Cougars put one more across the plate. It is 12-6. Runner goes from first to second, no throw. As number 11, Micah Dow, steps up to the batter's box. He reached on an error in the first and struck out in the 4th and 6th innings. Runner goes to third. The throw down to third in time. And the third baseman's going to drop the ball, so Burns will be safe. And that one's going to be fouled back. And that'll be strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And that'll be high and outside for ball 2. And that one will be hit to the shortstop, scooped up, out to first base, and that'll do it as Alexander Waters comes in and records his 2nd save in a row in 2 games. And the Lockhart Lions are going to defeat the Crockett Cougars 12-6. So congratulations to Coach Hull. Great job by the Crockett Cougars by not giving up. But great job by the Lockhart Lions to come out victorious as they defeat the Crockett Cougars for the 2nd time here this time at Lions Field, 12-6. And that'll do it as we head straight into the Recon Athlete post-game show. And with the post-game show, we're going to have your Recon Athlete Players of the Game. And with that, your Recon Athlete Players of the Game is going to be number 6, Gavin Renteria. Number 14, Jacob Mireles. And number 4, Jordan Nino. So congratulations to those 3 Lockhart Lions as you are the Recon Athlete Players of the Game for the Crockett Cougar game here at home. So once again, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. And remember, we'll be back on the air live around 4:50 p.m., 4:45, right around that time, as we're going to be heading over to Burger Center, as we're going to be broadcasting the Lockhart Lions varsity baseball game as they look to take a win away from the Crockett Cougars, who are 3-0 in district play, while your Lions are 2-1. So be sure to tune in and catch that game right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast. But for now, we are done here at Lions Stadium. Lockhart Lions victorious 12-6 in junior varsity action. And like I always say, you could take the lion out of Lockhart, but you can never take the heart out of Lockhart. Go Lions.
Thank you for listening to tonight's Lions Pride Sports broadcast. And remember, you can take the lion out of Lockhart, but you can out of Lockhart. Go Lions!